kept alive.
Does that give you the right?
No,
Does
no,
that give you the right to release all of this carbon?
This is the president of Guyana shutting down a BBC reporter because Guyana has just come into some natural resources. And of course, as a BBC reporter, you have to try to shut down any ability for a country to be energy independent because the climate is changing and we're all going to die in 5 minutes.
Let's take a big picture look at what's going on here. Over the next decade, 2 decades, it is expected that there will be $150 billion worth of oil and gas extracted off your coast. It's an extraordinary figure, but think of it in practical terms. That means, according to many experts, more than 2 billion tons of carbon emissions will come from your seabed, from those reserves, and be released into the atmosphere. I don't know if you, as a head of state, went to the COP in Dubai.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Do you know that Guyana has a forest forever that is the size of England and Scotland combined? A forest that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon? A forest that we have kept alive? A forest that we have kept alive.
Does that give you the right? Does that give you the right to release all of this carbon?
Does that give you the right to lecture us on climate change? I am going to lecture you on climate change because we have kept this forest alive that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon that you enjoy, that the world enjoy, that you don't pay us for, that you don't value, that you don't see a value in, that the people of Guyana has kept alive. Guess what? We have the lowest deforestation rate in the world. And guess what? Even with our greatest exploration of the oil and gas resource we have now, we will still be net zero. Guyana will still be net zero. With all our exploration, we'll still be net zero.
Powerful words, Mr. President.
I am not completed as yet. I am not finished as yet. I am just not finished as yet. Because this is the hypocrisy that exists in the world. The world in the last 50 years has lost 65% of all its biodiversity. We have kept our biodiversity. Are you valuing it? Are you ready to pay for it? When is the developed world going to pay for it? Or are you in the pockets? Are you in the pockets of those who have damaged the environment? Are you in the pockets, are you and your system in the pockets of those who destroyed the environment through the Industrial Revolution and now lecturing us? Are you in their pockets? Are you paid by them? Are you paid to keep
I like that, Muhammad Ali. His name is Muhammad Ali. How great is that? But it's just perfect. It's such a perfect illustration of these activists masquerading as journalists. This British journalist, quote unquote, trying to guilt this guy. Your country's going to have energy and it might affect the climate. It's like, it doesn't even matter what Britain has done or not done to the climate, or if you believe any of that, or the British Empire. It's like, all of these nations that have had their industrial revolutions to now tell other countries, you can't do that, you can't find your own energy and everything else. It's just, and really the point of showing you that, to connect it to the Sage Steele thing, really was like the way he just turns it on them. Who is paying you? Why are you asking me this combative question? Muhammad Ali, FTW, I think is what they say.